I'll have, a cheeseburger.
That sounds good. I used to love cheeseburgers. But Dr. Lundgren made me give them up. He switched me to cottage cheese and pineapple instead. He calls them my Hawaiian burgers. Well, they don't taste like burgers at all. They taste like styrofoam. I hope I'm not disturbing.
No.
It's a Friday night. You probably got somebody there whom you're, entertaining.
No.
Well, then what are you doing? A handsome young fellow. An eligible young bachelor. Alone on a Friday night.
If you must know, I'm, preparing for our final session.
The all-important final session.
Yes.
Watergate. Because I guess the way you handle Watergate's going to determine whether these interviews are a success or a failure. Should I be nervous?
Well, I'm going to give it my best shot.
Quite right. No holds barred. No holds barred. You know, it's strange. Now, we have sat in chairs opposite one another, talking for hours, it seems days on end, and yet I've hardly gotten to know you. One of my people, as part of the preparation for this interview, she did a profile on you. I'm sorry to say that I just got around to reading it tonight. There's some interesting stuff in there. From Methodist background to modest circumstances, and then you're off to a grand university full of richer, posher types. What was it? Oxford?
Cambridge.
Oh. Did the snobs there look down on you, too? Of course they did. That's our tragedy, isn't it, Mr. Frost? No matter how high we get, they still look down at us.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Now, come on. No matter how many awards or column inches are written about you, or how high the elected office is for me, it's still not enough. We still feel like the little man, the loser. They told us we were 100 times. The smartasses at college, the high-ups, the well-born, the people whose respect we really wanted, really craved. And isn't that why we work so hard now? Why we fight for every inch, scrambling our way up in undignified fashion? If we're honest for a minute, if we reflect privately, just for a moment, if we allow ourselves a glimpse into that shadowy place we call our soul, isn't that why we're here now? The two of us, looking for a way back into the sun, into the limelight, back onto the winner's podium, because we could feel it slipping away. We were headed, both of us, for the dirt. A place the snobs always told us that we'd end up, face in the dust, humiliated all the more for having tried so pitifully hard. Well, to hell with that. We're not going to let that happen, either of us. We're going to show those bums. We're going to make them choke on our continued success, our continued headlines, our continued awards and power and glory. We are going to make those motherfuckers choke. Am I right?
You are. Except only one of us can win.
Yes. And I shall be your fiercest adversary. I shall come at you with everything I got. Because the limelight can only shine on one of us. And for the other, it'll be a wilderness with nothing. And no one for company but those voices ringing in our head. You can probably tell. I've had a drink. That's not too many, just one or two. But you believe me. When the time comes, I'm gonna be focused and ready for battle. Good night, Mr. Frost.
Good night, Mr. President.